Good morning. This is an exciting time. We are about to embrace a new year. And for me, I'm excited as God has stretched my calling. Who would have thought that I, someone who can't carry a musical note in a bucket with a lid on it, that God would place me in such a time, allowing me to take the word that He has put in me and allow me to deliver it uniquely through music. If you haven't had a chance to explore the newly released album that I dropped yesterday, I want to share one song that is incredibly close to my heart with you today. A few months before my dad's passing, he asked me to buy him a notebook. I never knew why and never even pondered the notes he had written until recently. And lo and behold, my dad was pouring out his heart into lyrics. And me being the techie person that I am, I dropped those lyrics into an AI platform and boom, music infused those lyrics with a voice that brought his message to life. This warms my heart because my dad, the bishop, who had preached countless sermons, is now long gone, but he's still ministering. His words are still going forth and prayerfully igniting transformation and pulling people closer to Christ. I can only imagine that during the last months of his life, what was truly evident was that he had more days behind him than in front of him. And as he began to look back over his life, his struggles, his victories, his accomplishments, and all the material things that he had gathered and enjoyed in his life, one question came to his mind. What will you take into glory? This is a question we all need to pause and ask ourselves, as the world has us programmed to focus on obtaining and holding on to things that have no significance in heaven and no value of glory in the sight of God. As we embrace a new year, our theme for this upcoming new year is New Year, New Yes. And with that thought in mind, I encourage you to ask yourself about your wish list and then be honest about how much of what you are desiring and seeking can you actually take into glory. My dad always had a realistic and funny way of conveying the gospel. And he asked, have you ever seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul? We can't take any of what we tend to spend the majority of our efforts going after into heaven. Let your new yes for this coming new year be a yes to more of the things that pleases God. Yes to the studying of His Word. Yes to the sharing of godly wisdom with others. Because only those things done for Christ will follow you into glory. I pray this song touches your heart and ignites a transformation that evolves into a testimony. In the description of this message is also a direct link to the song. I invite you to share the message of this song with others. Be blessed.
You spent your whole life chasing more, bigger dreams and a better door. Since your childhood nights you whispered prayers for things that glitter, shine and glare. Now you've got the mansion, you're sitting in the stars. Clouds are like a booty, you're driving the latest car. But tell me, have you ever seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul down the street? Everything you're clinging to, when death comes, it will all drop at your feet. You're gathering treasures that moth, eat, and rust can defeat. but did you do your part to carry the gospel? Pass your own front seat. The word says give, and it shall be given unto you. Did you give with open hands? Did you give generously? Did you give sacrificially? Or did you buy into the world's plan? Get all you can and keep all you get. That's the world's demand. Packing blessings like canned treasure in a kingdom not meant to stand. But heaven measures the heart, not the riches built on sand.
All the gold, all the gain, all the hustle, all the strain won't cross that line when heaven calls your name.
So let me ask you again,
what will you take into glory?
When the lights go dim,
and you stand before His throne. What will you take into glory?
When the King asks you, child,
what did you do with what I trusted and loaned?
not the house, not the shoes, not the status, not the story. Only faith, only fruit, only love will follow you home. So I'm asking your soul right now, what will you take? Into glory. You brag about your prayer life, but your prayers look like wish list. As long as God is blessing you, you don't ask what His will is. Tell me, when's the last time you cracked open the Word or studied Scripture deep enough to preach beyond what you've heard? If an unbeliever stopped you now and asked, what must I do to be saved? Could you guide them to the cross, or would your tongue be afraid? Is your faith built on sermons or truth you dug out on your knees?
Is your gospel secondhand,
or the word you truly believe? Jesus said, what profit is if you gain the world but lose your soul? So I'm asking again, as eternity unfolds,
what will you take into glory?
when the angels stand,
And heaven reads your story. What will you take into glory?
when God asks, did you love me?
Not just your lips,
Not the jewels, not the fame, not the people you impress.
only faith, only truth, only a heart that lived blessed.
Look at your life and answer me, what will you take into glory? Hey, when He separates the sheep from the goats, tell me, child, where will you stand? Will He find a surrendered heart, or a soul full of sand? When the fire tests your works, will they burn or remain? Will you hear, well done, or echo with shame? You can't carry your resume into heaven's holy courts. Only a life lived for Jesus will make it through those doors. What will you take into glory? Strip it all down. What's eternal? What's real? What will you take into glory? When the trumpet sounds and every knee must kneel. Not the house, not the car, not the trophies you adore. Only a heart